are back again. We are at METALCOM in Las Vegas. We are on the Metal Coffee Shop soundstage, sponsored by New Tech Machinery, and with one of my favorite people in the metal industry, Renee Reed.
Oh, love that.
I love it. The Executive Director of the Metal Roofing Alliance. Renee, welcome to the soundstage.
Thank you. Always happy.
Always love to have you. I love our conversations.
Yep.
It's always good. So for the few people who don't know you, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell them a little bit about the Metal Roofing Alliance.
Okay. As she said, my name's Renee Ramey. I'm the Executive Director of the Metal Roofing Alliance. I've been in this role for, I think, approaching my 7th year, but certainly been involved with the MRA as a member for decades. And so the MRA exists, the Metal Roofing Alliance exists to educate and promote metal roofing to homeowners. So our goal is to drive consumer awareness, dispel myths, bring metal roofing into the consideration set for the homeowner. And then when they get to a point where they want more information, we drive them to our website and try to connect them with professionals.
Yeah. And you know what? You've done it. I mean, I look at the growth you've seen over the years. So, one of my favorite topics, your Dodge report.
Yes.
I love it. So, since we're talking about the growth of metal, why don't you talk a little bit about that and the market share, the growth that we're seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when MRA was created back in 1998, they did their first Dodge study, and the market share, and we are looking specifically at the re-roof market.
Yeah.
So, not new construction necessarily, but re-roof. Anyway, it was a little over 3%.
Right.
And at the time, we felt like there was a lot of potential there. So we've done a Dodge study every year since 1998, and I'm happy to report that the 2022 report, which we just received earlier this year, we are at 18% market share in the re-roof market. So second only to asphalt.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's big.
Awesome. And there's still a lot of potential.
Huge potential.
I know.
Oh yeah, we're not done.
No, everything I'm hearing throughout this whole METALCOM and overall is growth of metal, growth of metal. People want it, and everybody's doing the right things to get it out there.
Yep.
It's so good. So what are you get a lot of homeowner responses. Homeowners are coming there. What are you hearing from them about metal roofing? And what are some of the questions they're asking?
Yeah, so it's changed over the years. I think, to your point, I think we as an industry, and hopefully MRA has played a large role in that, have really driven the awareness of consumers. So before, we would get questions like, well, does it come in more than 2 colors? Or, you know, can I get the barn roof, you know? And so we've dispelled those myths. You know, it can come in an infinite number of colors. It looks like any other roofing material out there. So now the questions tend to be more, you know, is it noisy? Pops up here lately a lot. Or noisier than other materials, which it is not if it's installed correctly. You know, and I think the shift that we're seeing, just to go straight specific to that, answer that question, is the homeowner's interest in sustainability and how the product performs, like the longevity and durability of the product, how it performs in weather events.
Exactly.
The fact they only have to put on, you know, 1 roof on versus 2 or 3 asphalt roofs. So that's really becoming kind of front and center right now.
Yeah, and landfills. You're not filling up the landfills.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
I think that is. And then, Renee, we're hearing a lot here at the show about solar.
Okay, good.
And I know.
Love that.
I can't. I'm like, I've had a number of people who said we have people walking around the booth. They want to know about solar. How can they do more of it? And that's residential and commercial, obviously. But I mean, there's a lot of people in the mountain areas, wherever they may be, that are looking for solar and looking for energy solutions. So what are you hearing that way?
Yeah, same thing. Solar has definitely been a popular topic. In fact, we just spent some time and effort behind creating some assets, marketing assets that speak to solar specifically, because really there is no better roofing material to put a solar system on or a panel on than metal roofing. You know, I tell the story, we have a homeowner that lives in the Midwest that paid to have solar system put on their roof, residential roof, over asphalt. And now their roof is failing and they had to go through a replacement. And that poor gentleman, we'll call him Dan, is his first name, that poor gentleman has spent tens of thousands of dollars paying to remove the solar system, equipment, everything, in order to put on a metal roof, in order to pay to put it back on, and hundreds of hours trying to make sure the warranty isn't negated on that solar system because it had to be removed and put back on. And those are the stories that are completely avoidable if you just start with a metal roof.
Just start with a metal roof and do it at the same time. I mean, and it will last for long
Absolutely.
time. Yeah, as long as the solar panels, that's for sure, and probably longer.
Yep.
And so, what at your booth and talking to the contractors here, what are you hearing at METALCOM?
You know, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag over in our area. People are excited about the growth, so we've been talking a bit about that. We've seen some new products that are coming out, so that's been a topic. But I do think the industry as a whole is seeing the movement or the gain that's being made with metal roofing specific to the residential side. And so I've seen a lot of interest in just why is that happening? How do we get involved? How do we make it move quicker? And that that's kind of the message.
And here's the really cool thing when they say how do they get involved, how do they do more metal? Hello. So how do contractors get involved? How can MRA help them?
So we exist to promote to homeowners, and as a member of MRA, it benefits you as well as us to share your information out there to help drive the interest of homeowners, to make sure they're educated about what your products are or what new product you're launching, things of that nature. So there's a lot we can do that way, but really we also like to think that MRA provides a lot of resources to the contractors. So if you're coming to the table and you don't have a visualizer or you don't have marketing materials, banner ads, anything like that, use ours. We don't care. If you're a member of MRA, we'll give you everything we've got just to help you grow.
Right, to help you grow. It's a great way to step into metal, including leads. And then obviously, we collect leads. So at the end of the day, everything we do is meant to drive homeowners back to the website. We do believe that metal sells itself in the benefits it provides. So once a homeowner gets to a point where they want to connect with somebody locally, we have the ability for them to do that on the MRA website, which ultimately becomes a lead for our members. It connects, the connection. We have the same thing at Roofers Coffee Shop and Metal Coffee Shop.
Similar.
So it's exactly. Well, I love it. And so one of the things we just talked about in our coffee conversations was why contractors should be looking at metal roofing and why they should be using these kind of events and the association resources to kind of make that move. So maybe some advice for the contractors watching this on just how to utilize the resources between METALCOM, MRA, MCA, all of these great associations who are going to help them get into metal.
Use what's out there. I mean, that would, I guess, be my, we're here to help. A lot of times we help whether you're a member or not, but certainly, we're here to help you sell more metal, to help you get in front of more customers. Metal Coffee Shop, Roofers Coffee Shop, METALCOM, MCA, there's so many resources, to your point, that can help just get your company out there, and then on the back end, help you get the tools you need in order to help. I mean, as an example, help a homeowner finance.
Right.
We have finance members, companies that are there and will give you a discount as an MRA member, and they provide financing. So that whole issue with the upfront cost of a metal roof, there's ways around that. So there's so many tools out there, and a lot of us willing to help you get set up and successful
and put it together. So Renee, thank you. Thank you for all you do. I mean, you have such a great organization and does so much. Be sure to check out the Metal Roofing Alliance directory on both Metal Coffee Shop and Roofers Coffee Shop. And how do they get to you?
We are at metalroofing.com.
That is about as easy as it comes. metalroofing.com.
That's it.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We will.
Thank you. And thank you. We're going to be back here real soon with Judy Geller. We also have Sedan coming into the sound stage. So a few more that we're going to have here and talk. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.